If you from DC, Maryland, not Maryland, Maryland, okay, or Virginia, not Virginia, Virginia, okay, you know that goddamn song. Because our parents played that motherfucker. I think they ran that shit into the ground. They ran it into the damn ground. You had to know those words of that damn song. You just had to know. It was just a part of what you just had to know. Okay? They would damn near... You would damn near be no longer claimed if you don't know the fucking scenario. Okay? Because 3 in the morning, the Pancake House. They were trying to tell you something. 3 in the morning, we at the Pancake House. Okay? 4 in the morning, we'll be rolling to my house. 5 in the morning, them lights go out. Now, you know what happens when them lights go out. 6 in the morning, you can hear her start to shout. 7 in the morning, she gonna be calling that cab because you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. 8 in the morning, she talking about the fun she had. She on the phone with her homegirls. Girl, you won't believe. 9 in the morning, she just getting home. Talking about that overnight scenario. Okay. Child, listen. Simple City. He said not the Uber listen. I don't know what she was in. But it was an overnight scenario. I'll tell you that. Okay. Got it. Alright, y'all. Let's get into these messages. I told y'all we tapping in. Ooh, I'm gonna play that at the end. I'm gonna play that at the end of the live. I was just to that the other day. That shit took me back to when I was in like 9th grade. Was I in 9th grade or 8th grade? I was in one of them. Child, I had a moment. I don't know how my knees did it. I used to be clapping down. I don't know how my knees did it, but they did it. All right, anyway, we tapping in for what we need to know. This will not only be personal, spiritual, but I'm also tapping in for what we need to know overall in society. If you was on the live that we just did, you know we was talking about the plane crash in DC. And some other things that are happening and have been happening and going on. So I kind of want to just go through and see if Spirit has anything for us to kind of pay attention to look out for. Any tips, tools, insight, anything that we can get. Okay? Because we need all we can get right now. Real shit. We need all we can get to make sure that we are keeping ourselves safe, that we are protected, that we are good. Okay? We do have a live goal. Help me get as close to the live goal as possible. Not only with that specific gift, but any gifts are welcome and appreciated. Again, it's just a way to show your appreciation for the space, for the platform, for what we do over here. If you cannot reload your gifts on the app, you can go to www.tiktok.com/coins and you can upload or reload as many times and as many gifts as you need. All right, everything is appreciated. I do have a goal, so let's try to hit the goal. Also, if you can't gift, likes are always appreciated and shares are just as appreciated. Okay, make sure also that you follow. Thank you for the gifts, my love. Thank you. Make sure also that you follow, so that whenever I go live, you'll know. But let's tap in to see what we need to know moving forward for this year. Thank you guys for the gifts. First card out is courage. And then we have change at the bottom of the deck. Like I told y'all before, this year is going to give very much so 2020 vibes. Okay, you know how 2020 was such a massive year shift. Okay, there was a lot of shit going on that kind of changed what we know life to be. right? Not only on a personal level, right? A lot of people going through awakenings, a lot of people going through financial changes, a lot of people going through career changes, a lot of people creating families or having problems in their family come to the surface, or moving, relocating, just a lot of changes, right? Politically, things change. Environmentally, we've seen things change since then. Spiritually, we've seen things change on personal levels and on a worldly level. There's been a lot of shit in the sky since then. There's been a lot of things coming up out the water, in the ground. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, you better start looking into it, okay? Because there's a lot of shit going on. There are creatures washing up ashore that we ain't never seen, that the scientists is like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Never seen a day in my life. I have no idea. I'm just as confused and perplexed as you are. So much going on, okay? So much has been going on. So much is still going on. And this year is only going to kind of take that up a notch, because this is a 9-year, and it is the year right before we go back into a 1-year cycle, or a brand new cycle of 9 years, right? We will restart a cycle of 9. It's a lot. It's a lot happening. It's a lot happening. I know y'all can tell already that the energy is very, very different than last year. Hold on, because this goddamn heat about to blow my damn leg off. It's too hot, damn it. Shit. Now. Fuck. I mean, trying to turn me crispy. It's gonna smell like fucking bacon and chicken in this bitch in a second if it heat me up anymore. Hell. Okay. Nevertheless, sorry y'all, I'm a Gemini, I be having my moments. Anywho, back to important things. Yeah, there's been a lot of weird, wild, crazy shit happening already within these last 4 or 5 years. I'm gonna say 4 because we're not fully into the 5th year yet. So 4 years and some change. There's been a lot going on, and this year is only going to double it. It's only going to double it. Now, like I told y'all last year was an opportunity for you to kind of take initiative and kind of put yourself back out there if you struggle with that during 2020. If you missed the 2020 wave, right? Because a lot of people took advantage of 2020, right? They took advantage of getting out their comfort zone, getting out of the box, getting deeper into their spirituality, looking at life from a different lens, kind of going through different awakening processes, things of that nature. Last year was a great year for you to kind of take advantage of those things if you didn't 2020. But this year, more than anything, you better take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, last year was kind of one of those, like, I would advise you to take advantage. But this year, you better motherfucking take advantage. And I mean of every opportunity. I don't care what it look like. All right? And when I say every opportunity, of course, I mean within what makes sense, right? Intuitively, things of that nature. Don't just be out here doing shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't just jump into anything and everything. But this is a year of change, right? And it's productive change. It's good change. It's meant to push you out of your normal comfort zones. It's meant to, upgrade you in so many different areas in your life. So it's not just going to happen financially. It's not just going to happen with your relationships. It's not just going to happen with your career. It's not just going to happen with family. It's not just going to happen with home life. It's going to happen everywhere. You have an opportunity to make good changes across the board. Okay? So definitely be courageous. Don't talk yourself out of things just because those things may be out of your ordinary, out of what you usually may do or whatever. Don't talk yourself out of things just because, it might be a little scary. or you may be a little anxious, or it may require a part of you or require things from you that you may not, have done before in the past, or that you may not have considered before. Don't do that. Trust yourself enough this year, okay, to know that regardless of what it is that you find yourself in, that it is something that is going to work out for your benefit in some type of way, shape, or form. That doesn't mean that everything that you get into is going to be the thing that takes off. Sometimes we get into things because they tie into other stuff, right? Like I got into, I tell the story all the time, I got into satellite radio back in 2017. When it wasn't even all of that for real, and now it's blown up. But it wasn't for me to stay in satellite radio. That opportunity was only supposed to help me be more comfortable speaking to the masses, right? Speaking to more people than just what I would be used to in my circle, and giving me an opportunity to come up with content and to do things off the fly, right? And to put me in a mentality where I can be more flexible, and I can take initiative and have full creative control and test out different things and see what the people respond to and different shit like that, right? It gave me a lot of the background knowledge that I needed to be able to do what I'm doing today, right? And even what I'm doing today may not, and probably is not, and is not for real, the end of what it is that I'm going to be doing when it comes to content creation or whatever else. There's still more to do, more to go. Who knows, okay? A bitch might be on ABC next year. You know what I'm saying? You never know. I might be on fucking NBC telling you a little something on weekdays. You know? I might be your new Channel 9. You never fucking know, right? So that's kind of like the mentality that you need to have with this year. I'm not going into things trying to make those things the end all be all. I'm experiencing those things for what they are and what they could potentially bring me. You know what I'm saying? What they could potentially guide me to or lead me to, right? And that's the mentality that y'all need to have. Everything that you touch this year is not your final destination. Damn, that just made me think about them motherfucking trucks that carry the wood. Oh my God. I feel like us as millennials, we are very traumatized. Why was they showing us that fucking movie? Why would you show us that? That is traumatizing as hell. Why would you do that? Thank you for the gifts. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with them? They are crazy. I can't drive behind no goddamn truck with that wood on it for nothing. She said it didn't show us. We watched it. Well, it's their fault. Why would they make some shit like that? Why would our parents allow us to watch that shit? And then they didn't just make one. It's like 5 of them things. Now we're hooked. Now we're hooked. I can't go up and down the escalator regular, because I just know it's going to fall apart and it's going to eat the people on there. I just know it. A nail gun traumatizes. I'm traumatized now about the goddamn nail gun. I don't know what's going to happen. She said I'm scared of shower heads. Baby, they didn't care nothing about us. They said be scared. Boogeyman energy. All right, let's see what else is here. Also, when I've been talking to y'all about unexpected things, y'all see how this flower is growing out of this brick or rock, whatever you want to label it as, okay? It's giving very much so Phoenix energy, very much so, what they said, the rose that grew from the concrete. I think that's the expression. Ain't that the expression? The rose that grew from the concrete? I don't fucking know. I think that's what they be saying. It's giving that. It's giving, I'm hearing, it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. That's what I'm hearing with that. This definitely feels like a long time coming. A lot of y'all can feel like that. A lot of you do feel like that. Like you've just been waiting and 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 waiting. It's like, when is it gonna be my turn? You know what I'm saying? Can I just get a little win, please, Spirit? Do you mind just dropping a little, like Salt Bay, just dropping a little win in my space. You know what I'm saying? A little abundance, a little rain. Please. Okay? Because whatever's coming in, you're ready for. Y'all are receptive. I feel like this is why it's about to happen for a lot of people, because you're finally in a space where you're receptive. Sometimes spirit has to get your attention for you to tap in and do whatever you need to do to prepare for whatever's coming in. I feel like a lot of y'all was distracted over the last couple of years in some type of way, shape, or form. Whether you was distracted with yourself, whether you was distracted with other people, whether you was distracted with money or jobs or careers or school or whatever, right? Things just getting in your head and clouding your judgment, clouding your focus, causing you to not really be as in tune with certain things as you should have been, as you could have been, as you needed to be. Okay? Not seeing certain things from the correct perspective like you should have been. Okay? And now you have this clarity because you've cleared your space. You've done the work to clear your space. Nobody had to come in and clear for you. First of all, nobody was going to do that in the first place. I think that's another thing that y'all kind of learned. Like, nobody's going to come and clean this mess up for me. I got to get that mop and get that broom and get these sponges and you know, get down on my knees and get the stains out and wash this shit off. You know what I'm saying? It gives me, you know, like, for anybody who's ever dealt with depression, and you live in your own home or you just have your own space, you know how, like, you go through that depressive phase and it's just like, you don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them dishes, fuck them clothes, you know, I don't care. Fuck that trash. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then you just wake up one day and you just clean everything the fuck up. It's like it's almost like it came out of nowhere, but you just gain some perspective. Like, why the fuck? I'm tired of walking over this trash. I'm tired of seeing these dirty ass dishes. I'm tired of the smell from this nasty ass stuff. I'm tired of laying in these same old ass funky ass sheets. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, BM. You know, it's like, I'm sick of this. Let me get up and do something about it. And you literally get up and you just start cleaning like you've never cleaned before. And you realize that after you've cleaned all of that shit up, you feel better. The depression is basically gone. Like, you may still be dealing with some of the same problems that you was dealing with, but it's not affecting you the way that it was. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how Cat Williams say you get a little bit of fuck it in your system? It's like you got a little bit of fuck it in your system now. It's like, yeah, I still am dealing with certain shit. Yeah, I'm still experiencing certain things, but fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or when you haven't done your hair in a long time, you haven't got a haircut in a while, and you finally go and you get your hair done or you get that haircut, baby, you could have $3.15 in your goddamn bank account. But when you walk out of that hair salon or that barber shop, you gonna be moving like you got 40, 50,000 racks on racks on racks. That's the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all have realized, like, you know, there's things that I needed to clean up. There's things that I need to do. And you did that shit. And now you're starting to feel better. Even though you may not be where you want to be, even though you still feel like you have, you know, things to work on and more growth to experience and more opportunities and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? It's still not changing the fact that you feel better. You feel better. I feel like you look better. I feel like you walk better. You talk better. You know what I'm saying? My clothes better. My shoes better. My bitches better. I don't know what video that's from, but that should be in my head. And I love it. But yeah, it's given very much so. Yeah, we got maturity in mind coming out. It's like you was in your head and you was overthinking shit, but now you've matured. Like, you've matured to a place spiritually more than anything, where now you see things from the proper outlook, so it doesn't affect you as it would or as it would have before. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I'm still trying to get this together and working on this and working on that, but hey, I feel good. I wake up smiling, wake up happy. You know what I'm saying? May still have little minor inconveniences, but I'm not allowing it to disrupt my peace for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We're human, or I say half human, at the end of the day. So, of course, a part of us is going to be annoyed. But eventually, you're like, you know what? Fuck that shit. It is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. It's like a lot of y'all are realizing, and I just had this conversation earlier. Like, you realize, like, if I can't control this situation, I'm not going to allow it to control my emotions. If I have no control over it, if it's out of my control, it's nothing that I can do about it right now, then why am I going to sit here with an attitude, sit here and be mad, sit here and be miserable, sit here and be depressed? I'm not about to do that. I'm just going to let that shit work itself out. Fuck it. I got other shit that I can be, putting my time and energy into. Okay? Especially when it comes to financial issues with this miser card. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is your year of financial growth. But it's a mentality change. It's coming from a mentality change. Y'all realize that y'all mindset was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Mindset was a little negative, wasn't it? Yeah. It was a little negative. Negative Nancy. Negative Bob. Whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't what it should have been. Okay? And a lot of it is attitude. Like a lot of the energy of abundance is attitude. Most of it is attitude. Thank you for the gifts. The majority of it is attitude. When you have a different attitude, when you move differently, when you walk differently, when you talk differently, when you think differently, shit just start happening. Shit just start growing. You know what I'm saying? Things just start moving for you. Things just start working out. You know? In unexpected ways at that. It don't always be things like you expected. It be like the most unexpected shit. Like, I didn't even expect for this to happen. I wasn't even looking in this direction. There wasn't even a thought that came across my mind that this would be what it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even consider this option. I didn't even know this option was available. Right? You couldn't have paid me for real, honestly, to even think that this option would find me. Like, that's the type of shit that will be happening and continue to happen this year, because this is a year of change, because this is a year of transformation, because this is a year of foundation building. Foundation building. Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Shove it tuned up like a nice guy. Like I said, big success. Huge success in all areas of life. Y'all see how this man is on top of the world? Okay. Travel is also going to be huge this year. But again, just be careful, be cautious, and listen to your intuition before you go certain places and do certain things. Especially if it has something to do with other people, like if you're traveling with groups or if you're just traveling with somebody else, period. Listen to your intuition, okay? Some of y'all could definitely be taking some solo trips this year. Heavy solo trip energy, okay? Like, it's like when you just tired of trying to get motherfuckers to come with you to go places and do shit with you, and then you find like, you know what, I'm going by myself. Shit. I don't care where I'm going. I've been telling y'all niggas I wanted to go to Japan, and y'all been bullshitting. So you know what I did? Booked my flight and my hotel, and I will see y'all when I get back. Straight like that. Like, y'all not waiting around for people no more, and I love that for y'all. Especially when it came to some of these relationships and some of these friendships, these core relationships. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it came to shit like that. Like, you guys have really been giving yourself an opportunity to do things outside of the people that you know and the groups that you are used to being a part of. Okay? Let's see. Too many Got understanding and abundance coming out. Okay, I keep hearing that. I understand it now. I understand it now. I understand it now. I feel like that's how y'all feel. I understand it now, Spirit. I get it. I get why you didn't allow me to have this abundance 2 years ago. I get why you didn't allow me to have these opportunities 3 months ago. I get why I didn't start having things happen for me until I let go of this person. You know what I'm saying? I get why I was forced into this healing process or this shadow work process or this childhood trauma healing process before I was able to be exposed to the relationship that I wanted. I get it now. You know what I'm saying? I understand now. I get it. It makes sense. I didn't get it at first. Probably because I didn't want to get it. You know, when we want what we want, we don't really want to understand it from no other perspective. It's like I said I want what I want. Now, figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Get that together. Shit. The hell? Let's get that straightened out. Yeah, look, possibilities and letting go. Y'all had to open yourselves up to the possibilities of more than just what you can come up and conceptualize in your head. When we think that we have everything figured out, it literally closes us off to things naturally coming our way. Things that, again, we wouldn't expect, that we didn't think of, that we didn't even consider. You know what I'm saying? No my way or the highway energy. It's like, you know what? Whatever's for me. If I gotta figure it out, I gotta figure it out. If I gotta jump into it and learn as I go, I gotta jump into it and learn as I go. If I gotta take a leap of faith, I gotta take a leap of faith. If I gotta struggle a little bit in the beginning so that I can make sure that I learn whatever lessons I need to learn before I excel, then that's just what gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are more willing to go with the natural flow of, you know, wherever you're being led. You're not trying to control everything so fucking much. Yeah, understanding came right on out. You're not trying to control everything. Like, you don't care about writing out the whole story anymore. Sometimes we want to be in control of everything. I want to write out the whole story from start to finish. I want everything to go the way that I wrote it out, the way that I thought it up in my head, because I just think I'm so smart and amazing that I know every fucking thing. And the minute you think you know everything, you know nothing. Okay? I had to learn that the hard way. I'm a Gemini, so I was born thinking that I knew every fucking thing. And it wasn't until I was like, you know what? I don't know half the shit that I want to know, that the information started making itself available to me, and I started learning more. So it's like, y'all understand now, like, you know what? I don't have to control everything. I don't have to be the main one calling all the shots. I can listen to my intuition, follow my intuition, allow spirit to guide me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to be in control so much. What's the point of being in control if I'm just going to control myself and control it all and then lead myself to destruction? Like, what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? That makes no damn sense. What is the point of that? What is the point of saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, at least I did everything? Yeah, you did everything and you ended up nowhere. So congratulations. Rather than allowing your intuition, your higher self, your spirit team, other people to come in and help you and guide you and get you to a place that actually means something, that's actually worth something. Compromise. You gotta compromise, you gotta scoot over. Hey, spirit, you drive something, I'm gonna drive something. It's like if you ever been on a long road trip, to expect that person to drive the whole way is crazy. Thank you for the gift. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like 8, 10, 12 hours. It's like, you do a couple hours, I'm gonna do a couple hours. You do a couple hours, I'm gonna do a couple hours. And this shit is a journey. It's like a road trip, right? Let spirit drive a little bit, and then they're gonna let you drive a little bit. And then they drive a little bit, and then you drive a little bit. You're gonna end up at your destination, right? You're not gonna not get there just because spirit drove. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they know a route that you don't know. I'm sure that they do. Not even maybe. I'm sure that they know a route that you don't know about. I'm sure that they know a path for you to take that you didn't even think about. Or again, that you didn't even know was available to you. Because a lot of the things that we try to write out for ourselves to happen is based off our current perception of self. How do I currently think about myself? You change the way that you think about yourself every day. So if you made every decision based off how you currently think about yourself, you wouldn't get very far. Because your future self in the next 5 years requires your present self to do some shit that you never even thought about. Yourself by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your future self 6 months from now requires your present self to do some things that you never even considered or thought about. But your higher self is guiding you towards those things. Spirit may send you somebody on your path to guide you towards those things. You know what I'm saying? There may be a stranger, a random person, somebody that you do know, somebody you don't know, it don't matter. They might come in and offer you something to help you get closer to what it is that you want and make that a reality for you. Period. Let's see what else is here. Yeah. Past lives. A lot of y'all were looking at yourselves from a past perspective. You know, it's one thing to look at yourself from where you currently are, but it's a whole nother thing when you only see yourself as who you used to be. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? When you can only see yourself from the mistakes that you made and from the things that you didn't accomplish and from the quote-unquote L's that you took and, you know, from the things that didn't go your way and from the heartbreaks and experiences and negativity and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole different thing that can really set you super far back and can cost you repeating some of the same cycles over and over. And this is why if you're going to use your past for anything, you use it for the lessons that you learned. You use it for the experience that you gained. You use it for the knowledge and the insight or the wisdom that it brought you. Or the things that you need to correct. Examples of what not to do. That's the only time you need to be looking backwards. If you're looking backwards to repeat or to continuously beat yourself up about it, that don't help nobody. That's not helping a damn thing. You look up and you in the same space, doing the same shit with the same people, having the same experiences over and over and over and over, and you trying to figure out why. Well, because you trying to move forward, but you turned around. You got your back to the future and you facing the past. So how does that work? You know what I'm saying? How do you expect to get anywhere moving and operating like that? That don't really make too much sense. Yeah, look at this. Let it go, let it go. Stop looking back, you hoe. Let it go. Clinging to the past, like I said. Let it go. Fool card, take a leap of faith. You have matured. Life is different. You're a different person. You know what I'm saying? You're a different person. If you made it out of anything that happened to you in the past, it's because you have matured. You're different. If you was the same, you would be in the same shit. So if you made it out of it, that means that you had to make some type of change that was significant enough to pull you out of that situation. So give yourself credit for it. Stop looking at yourself in the same light, the same way, doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. We do have a live goal. Feel free to contribute. All gifts are accepted and appreciated, not required. If you need to refill or recharge, you can go on www.tiktok.com/coins. Okay? Thank you for the gifts. Creativity. I keep telling y'all this is a year for new ideas, innovative ideas, out the box ideas. Not only will you see that energy personally, but when you look around the world, there will be a lot of new shit happening, a lot of new things going on, a lot of new things emerging, especially with technology. I keep telling y'all, you better start tapping in with this new technology. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be one of them people, like when TikTok first came out, I was one of them people that's like, I'm not going to get on TikTok because I'm just not about to do that. And. Now, I wish I would have been one of the first people on TikTok. All of them people who was first on here, baby, they is making that shmoney. Do you understand me? Damn it. Especially when you have an opportunity, thank you for the gift, to hear it and see things in their beginning stages. Just like I said, that food card was at the bottom of the deck. I don't know where it went. But there's a lot of opportunities to get in on things this year while it's in its foundational stages. And I don't know if y'all understand death and rebirth, but when TikTok had that little temporary quote-unquote death and then rebirth within 18 hours, 12 to 18 hours, that recalibrated something. And you hear a lot of the bigger platforms complaining about it, but a lot of the small platforms are benefiting from that shit. And y'all have to start looking at things from a spiritual perspective. When shit like that happens, you gotta see it from a spiritual place. I keep telling y'all, this is a year of wealth exchange. So that wealth is gonna go from the people's hands that had it to the people's hands that need it. It's happening already. So you better get in, not just with TikTok, you know what I'm saying, but just in general. BML, you're just freaking awesome. Not just, like I said, personally, but in general with a lot of different things. Not just with TikTok, but with a lot of different things. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to you. Everybody, give BML some W's in the chat. WBML. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this is definitely a time where you need to capitalize on the groundbreaking shit. Okay? That's why I keep telling y'all about the whole McDonald's thing. When them people was going around telling people like, hey, get in on McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? We about to be a franchise. We about to do X, Y, and Z. We about to blah, 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 blah. And some of them people was like, what's a franchise? I don't even know what a franchise is. And you know what I'm saying? Talking all that shit. Now look at McDonald's. All the people that went ahead and took that leap of faith and trusted the process, they sitting on millions right now. They generations is going to eat. Because one thing about McDonald's, I don't care where you go. It's one on every single continent. I don't care where. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a McDonald's in Antarctica somewhere. It's one everywhere. That McDonald's is everywhere you could fucking think of. So all them people who missed out on it, they just got to live with the fact that they missed out on that. And I think they were selling that hoe for $15 or something back then. That shit was cheap. I mean, it probably wasn't cheap back then. But when you think about it, sacrificing $15 back then for what it's worth now, that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Stinky Butt. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking no-brainer. It's like, duh. Now you see a lot of people with these coins, these meme coins. I think that's what it's called. They making billions off that shit. I think Donald Trump just made a couple billions off some type of meme coin. I don't even know what the fuck that is. But don't you know I was over there like, what the fuck is a meme coin? And how do I get into this? What do I need to do to get me a goddamn meme coin? Thank you, stinky butts. You know what I'm saying? You better start researching the shit, looking into it. And a lot of these opportunities will come to you. And you just got to be open enough to go with it. Some of y'all could be creating some of these opportunities. It's not just it coming to you. Some of this is for you to step out on faith and create for yourself. Some of y'all supposed to be enterprise owners and franchise owners of your own baby, your own creation. Right? But it starts with you. If you ain't doing shit, how is these other people going to be able to invest and buy into your idea for you to go ahead and take it to the next level? Right? You got to do your part for people to want to invest in you. Again, you set the tone. You are the example of what is to come. So who wants to give you their coins that they didn't work hard for? Or who wants to invest their time and their energy that belongs to them into you and what you got going on any level, whether it's business, whether it's career, whether it's a 9-to-5, whether it's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to invest into anything that doesn't look invest worthy. That's just that on that. Nobody is saying, hey, let me give to this person who don't do shit. Nobody's saying that. That's crazy to even expect for that to happen. All right? Patience. Just because you don't see shit happening don't mean it's not happening. Y'all better learn that shit. Because what you'll do is you become impatient. You stop putting the work in. You leave your desk. You leave your post. You give up. And you don't even see that things are working behind closed doors. Right? Remember, we are spiritual beings. So the majority of what happens for us happens first in the spiritual realm. You can't necessarily see what's happening in the spiritual realm. Not all the time. Sometimes you may get a little insight via dreams, intuition, premonitions, shit like that. Right? You may get a little insight based on that. But other than that, a lot of it is faith. Faith-based. Knowing who you are, knowing your abilities, knowing your capabilities, knowing what you can do, knowing how you can execute it, knowing that you can follow through, regardless of how it looks right now. So even the conversations that you have with yourself, they need to be high vibrational. You know what I'm saying? The way that you talk to yourself, the way that you talk about your life, the way that you talk about your future, it needs to be positive. Thank you for all the shares. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be positive. It needs to be high vibrational. It needs to be, speaking things into existence. Acting like you already have what you want and treating it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like when a woman is pregnant with a baby. When a woman is pregnant, they usually start to alter, especially with their first baby, they usually start to alter their lives immediately. They don't wait until delivery time and they in the room pushing and shit for them to be like, okay, let me start being on mommy time. Like, no, immediately when you find out, oh, that baby is about to be here, I'm pregnant, I got this going on, you instantly go into mommy mode. Same thing for the fathers, the good daddies and the good mamas, because all mamas ain't good, all daddies ain't good. I'm not gonna make it a man thing because it's fucked up on both sides, for depending on the person. But same thing for the daddies. When they find out that they wife, life partner, not situationship, because we don't promote that over here. When they find out that their wife or life partner is pregnant, they go into daddy mode. Okay, I gotta make sure I got this set up. I gotta make sure that my kids is gonna have this. I gotta make sure that my money's right here. I gotta make sure that we got a roof over our head and that we good financially. I gotta make sure that baby got clothes and shoes and diapers and make sure that my girl ain't stressed and she got ice cream and fucking black beans. I don't know. Pregnancy cravings are wild. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she got mayonnaise sandwiches and shit so that everybody can be fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? And we can bring this baby into the world on a good note. Right? That's how you need to be acting. Y'all see how this lady look pregnant too. Okay? A lot of y'all are pregnant with your future. You're pregnant with your dreams. You're pregnant with your new reality, right? And you got to nurture that baby from the inside out. Before it even becomes actual reality, you need to be nurturing that baby, giving to that baby, speaking life to that baby. Y'all ever seen a mother sit there and rub her stomach and say, oh, you gonna be so smart and so blah 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 blah, woo 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 woo. or the daddy come and be talking to the stomach. Nobody's looking at that as that's weird. It makes sense, right? Because we understand that baby can hear you. We understand that baby can feel the energy, feel the love, right? Same thing with your goals and your desires and your dreams. They can feel the energy and feel the love. So if you talking to her like, this shit ain't gonna fucking happen, ain't nothing gonna happen for me, and I'm just gonna be in this situation and shit is so messed up and what? You think that baby gonna be born in good health? Or you think it's gonna have some issues with it? Complicated delivery. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just using metaphors, but shit, in reality too. Or you ever seen those science projects where they'll have one apple in a bag? They have 2 apples in 2 different bags. In one bag, they gonna talk bad to that apple. Like, fuck you, apple. You ain't shit, little dirty ass apple. Whatever. And then the other apple, they be talking and speaking all this life into it. And, oh, you're so beautiful. You're just such a nice ruby red apple. And you just have beautiful color. And you're just so healthy. And wada, right? And then they go back in like 2 weeks. And they look at the status of both of those apples. The one that they was talking shit to, it's starting to rot. It's turning brown. It's looking all nasty. You know what I'm saying? But the one that they was speaking that life into, it's still all perked up. It ain't dried out. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? None of that. You feel me? It matters. The way that you speak about your future matters. Because like I said before, there are trillions and trillions of energies listening to you, waiting for your command. And the minute that you say some low vibrational ass negative stuff, those energies have no choice but to work on your behalf based on what you said. You know what I'm saying? Let's get one more, then we're going to pull some confirmation. If we can get 100 more towards the gift goal, then I will do a bonus abundance reading for everybody at the end. So feel free to contribute. Okay. We got traveling. I keep telling y'all this is a great year for travel and adventure. And it don't always have to be like actual traveling, even though I do feel like this is going to be a great year for actual traveling. This is just adventure overall, right? Traveling out of your comfort zone, traveling to a new job, to a new career, to a new relationship, to a new friend group, to a new friend, to a different space in a relationship that you already have or something. Maybe with your mother, maybe with your father, maybe with a grandparent, maybe with your siblings. It's just a great year for forward movement, okay? So again, don't block yourself from receiving things just because you're scared, or just because you are, afraid or anxious or hesitant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't block yourself. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart, keep an open energy. All right? Even with the compromise card coming out, this also means everything ain't about you. Everything not about you. So be able to look at things from an open perspective. And when I say that, I mean, don't be out here just taking everything all fucking personal and, you know what I'm saying, talking yourself out of shit because, got your panties in a wad and shit, trying to argue everybody down and think everybody's out for your head. Don't do that. Don't move around defensive. Okay? Don't move defensively. Let's get some confirmation. Again, if we get 100 more gifts towards this gift goal, so we take this from 143 to 243, I'll do a abundance reading real quick for the collective. If not, then I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright? Crossroads communication is coming out with this card. Alright? Make sure y'all are communicating this year. And I feel like I've been saying communication a lot. Got the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, and heightened intuition as well, okay? So make sure that you are communicating openly, all right, in order to access the abundance that you want, in order to tap into the outcomes that you want, the joy, the success, okay? Not only that, but this is a great year for enlightenment, just learning new shit. And this is why Spirit also wants you to be less controlling and just go with the flow. Let go of your past, because you never know what you will learn and how whatever you learn will benefit you and help you get to this next point in life. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. You don't know what's connected to what. So you may be led to heal your relationship with your mom, and you may not understand, you know, at the moment why you're being led in that direction. But then later on, you stumble across the person that you're supposed to be with, your soulmate, your life partner, whoever. And there was something that happened between your relationship with your mom that was keeping you closed off from being able to really get into or be ready for that soulmate, for that life partner. But because you cleaned that up, it opened the door for that person to come in. Sometimes you don't know how shit is connected until it starts connecting itself. So you may be pushed, for example, to, work a 9 to 5 that you really don't want to work, right? Or that irritates you a little bit, right? But the money is cool. But not only that, maybe you meet somebody. Let's say you find somebody that's a coworker, and they just become like, one of your favorite coworkers, one of the people that you just kick it with a little bit, right? You don't know that this person might just be working for fun or just doing it because they love it, but for real, they got that money on. You know what I'm saying? They got a little money on them, right? And then you end up eventually having a conversation with that person. Y'all just talking about some shit that you want to do. And you're like, yeah, I'm trying to work on this business for X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. And I'm really trying to get it off the ground and, whatever, right? Communication, right? And whatever. And that person's like, for real? Well, shit, if you can give me a business proposal and show me some numbers, I don't mind investing. You're like, what? You didn't even want to work that job, but you had to meet that person. And you couldn't just meet that person out and about, because that person had to, feel a certain type of way about you. So they had to see you every day. They had to work with you every day. They had to pick up on your energy. They had to get a good feel for you. So you done been there 6 months, and the person really fuck with you. They like your energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cool. Y'all kiki, whatever. So now they're like, shit, I invest. No problem. I just need to see the numbers. I need to just have a better idea what you're trying to do. Shit like that happens. So this is why when you're being led to certain places, certain jobs, certain careers, certain paths, you can't be a know-it-all and be like, I don't want to do that. This is not for me. And why? You can't do all that, because you could be missing your opportunity. You don't know what's waiting on the other side of that door. You have no idea. And this is why patience and courage is so important. Because it takes a courageous person to do some shit that, again, may make them uncomfortable, may make them a little anxious, a little scared, a little fearful. You know what I'm saying? Make you question it a little bit. It takes patience and courage for you to go through that process and stick it out to see whatever's on the other side. Okay? Yeah, look at that. Soul tribe. You don't know who's going to be a part of your soul tribe. You don't know what connections you may form, that can help you get to where you need to get to. New friends, people with just a like-minded mentality. I can't tell you how many times I've met strangers that, have benefited me in some type of way in my life just because I followed my intuition. I can't fucking tell you. I can't count on two hands and 2 feet how many times that shit has happened for me. And within the last 5 years, like, it's not like a whole lifetime. Like, just within the last 5 years of me being open. And I wasn't even as open as I should have been in the beginning, because I probably could have got more opportunities. But the more I opened up, the more I allowed things to just be what they are and go with the flow of things, the more shit started working for me. The more opportunities started finding me. Okay? Look at that. Travel coming right back out. Travel, vacation, new adventures, new environments, and being outside. And that's giving me outside your comfort zone. outside the city, outside the state, outside the country, outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Outside the norm, outside the standard, outside of society's expectations and opinions. Y'all gotta be okay with that shit this year too. There's gonna be a lot of people that's like, I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that you should move that way. If I was you, I wouldn't start that. If I was you, I wouldn't go to that place. If I was you, I wouldn't visit that country. If I was you, I wouldn't do this. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. If I was you, I'd shut the hell up. Your funky ass. Don't tell me. You won't have to be able to stand on business when it comes to the shit that you believe in. Because only you can see this vision. A lot of people can't see your vision. And they not supposed to see your vision. Y'all got to stop expecting for other people to see something that was given to you. I use this example all the time. If you put your prescription glasses on my eyes, I can't see. That don't mean that you should change your prescription because I can't see, because it's not my fucking glasses. Duh, I can't see. Duh. I'm not supposed to. They not for me. They for you. They're tailor-made for you to be able to see, for you to be able to do what you need to do. So I can't put your glasses on and be like, you need to change this because it's foggy and it's cloudy and it's too close or it's too far or it's too magnetized or it's too minimized or blah, 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 blah. I can't do that because then when you put them glasses back on your face, you're not going to be able to see, and they your glasses. Same thing with your life. Same thing with your path. Stop putting your shit in front of other people and then expecting for them to read that shit verbatim and be like, oh, I get it. No. You should be more surprised if they do get it rather than if they don't. You know what I'm saying? You got to change your mentality. Like, oh, shit, you understand that? Damn, that's dope. Instead of, you don't get it? So do you think I should change it? Do you think I should... How do I fix it? No. That's not how that works. I'm surprised when they do get it. Oh, you get what I'm saying? You get where I'm coming from? I like you. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be too impressed by motherfuckers who's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't think you should do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Why are you listening to them? That don't make sense. And all you need is one other person to get certain shit. All you need is one person to invest. All you need is one person to understand. All you need is one person to support. And everything else will fall in line. Alright? 444 could be significant, talking about stability. Right? Foundation. Again, this is a foundational building year. You need to be asking yourself every day, what do I want the next 9 years of my life to look like? Okay, if that's the answer, based on my answer, what do I need to do today to make sure that happens? Or to get me as close to that outcome as possible? Period. Do I want the next 9 years of my life to be comfortable for me as far as financial independence? If the answer is yes, then what do I need to do today to make sure that I can start making it happen? Not spend money I don't got. You know what I'm saying? I need to be looking for some trust, some ways to grow my money, maybe some investment, something. Building my business. Stop being scary. Jump out there. Stop allowing fear to get in the way. Move past fear. If you got to do it afraid, do it afraid. Leo energy. Confidence. Right? Ego is not always a bad thing, because ego give you that audacity that you need sometimes to push through shit, right? But you just got to make sure that ego is balanced out with intuition. That ego got to be balanced out with your higher self. That's the only thing. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of ego. There's nothing wrong with that. You need that shit sometimes. Okay? Ego is like that evil twin. Evil twins got purpose. Just like darkness got purpose. You know what I'm saying? The dark has purpose. It's not always supposed to be light as fuck. If it was light as fuck all the time, then certain shit wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to see these lights right here if it wasn't dark in this room. You wouldn't be able to see my face right now if it was completely dark in this room and we have no light. So light has purpose, darkness has purpose. Your job is to figure out how to balance it out and figure out when to apply what, when to tap into what, when to do what. Okay? Let's get one more, and then we're going to close out for the day. This will be posted on YouTube, so make sure that you click the link in my bio and subscribe so that you can watch this live or any other lives that I do back from the beginning. Also, I do have a special on my website right now for those who are interested in personal one-on-one consultations, mentorships, readings, astrology services, any of those things. You can go on my website and book it. If you spend at least $55 on any of those services, you get a free 10% or extra 10% off of an additional service. The promo code is PocaHonest25. PocaHonest25. Okay, my website is linked in my bio, so you can click that. I also have a buy one get one free mentorship and reading special for those who are interested in a mentorship with me. I cover at least 8 to 9 different topics in each mentorship, as well as things that you want to cover. That's just the standard of what I bring. I bring 8 to 9 different topics, and then we do things that, you know, we also cover things that you want to cover as well, based on who you are. It's subjective. But I do have a special for that. If you purchase the mentorship, you get a free 10-minute reading at the end of the mentorship. Okay? Both of those options will be available up until tomorrow at midnight. After midnight, I'm changing it, and some of those things are going to go back to regular price. Okay? So get in while you can. All right? Last but not least, the last card out is daddy issues. Okay? So some issues with your father, some traumas surrounding fathers. This could also be stability or providing for yourself, because that is a masculine energy, being a provider or money or whatever. So you guys can, like I said before, finances will be big this year. Healing financial traumas is also big this year, because a lot of us are traumatized financially. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in environments where we had to eat oodles and noodles every day, and you know, peanut butter jelly. And not saying there's nothing wrong with those things, because we still eat them today. But when that's all you got, that shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? Pork and beans and other shit. You know what I'm saying? Not having clothes, not having shoes, not having the opportunities to travel as a kid and do different shit outside of the home. You know what I'm saying? Those things take a toll on you. You know, having holes in your clothes, holes in your shoes. A lot of us have grown up, you know, with trauma, dealing with money, related to money. So it's time to clean a lot of that up, so you can change your relationship with those things, therefore attracting more of it to you. All right? All right, light and love, everybody. Again, this will be posted on YouTube. Feel free to, again, tap in with those specials on my website. The promo code, again, for that is PocaHonest25, just like it is in my username, PocaHonest. All right? 25. And it will automatically apply your discount at checkout. I also have a payment plan option available at checkout for those who may need to go through a payment plan. It is an automatic approval type of payment plan, so if you don't get approved, just fill out the contact form that's on my website. You'll see where it says contact, and you can just fill out the contact form. Let me know that you need a payment plan for whatever services it is that you want. And I'll figure something out. And if we agree on it, then we can go ahead and solidify that and get you started with whatever service it is that you're interested in. All right? Light and love to everybody. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you were here for both lives, shout out to you. If you were just here for this one, shout out to you. Again, both lives will be posted tomorrow, so make sure that you guys subscribe to my YouTube so that you can watch them and stay up to date with any other videos that I post. Anytime you miss a live, you can always go to YouTube and watch the replay there. Tomorrow will be my last day going live for the week. I won't go live Saturday, but I'll be back here on Sunday for us to start off the new month with some energy. All right? So I will see you guys tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, have an amazing weekend. And I will see you Sunday. All right?